Hello and welcome to Tarot with Shannon. In today's reading, we're going to look at an obstacle that is being removed from your path. Finally, the news you've been wanting to hear, I'm sure. So before you have three groups, three different tarot decks to choose from. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. So take a moment to see which group is drawing you in. If more than one group is drawing you in, there might be some messages for you in the other groups as well. So you can go ahead and pause this video and you can head down into the description. That's where you're going to find the timestamps for each one of these groups, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, we're going to look at an obstacle that is going to be removed from your path. So I'm going to quickly deal out the cards here, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, for the first card, we have 9 of Summer. Very nice. It's just 9 of Cups. The next card we have is Princess of Spring, which is the Page of Wands. Okay, then we have 2 of Autumn, which is the 2 of Pentacles. The Princess of Summer, which is Page of Cups. Finally, 6 of Autumn, which is 6 of Pentacles. Let's see, is the back. Ooh, we have the Hermit. Okay. All right, so in the very first card that I pulled out here with the 9 of Summer, it says, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So in this position, I intended this card to be the obstacle that is being removed. And what I can tell from that card then is that, especially with the Hermit on the back, I can feel like maybe you've been kind of hiding out for a little while. Oftentimes we're in hermit mode when we're kind of going through a phase in our life where we just want to think about things. We're not sure how to move forward. And, maybe we're not feeling like we connect to, the outside world. We just need to withdraw. So I feel for this pile or this group, you've been withdrawn for a little while and now you're kind of coming out of it. And so I feel like perhaps you haven't felt like your wishes are going to come true, that things are not coming to fruition. But with that there as the obstacle being removed, I get this sense here that what is being removed now is the delays. So you're now going to start to see those vision boards, the journaling, and all of these things that you've been doing starting to come into fruition. So as we look at this spread here, with these 3 cards are kind of giving us a little bit of information about what's going on with the Princess of Spring and 2 of Autumn and Princess of Summer. I feel like there's a real youthful revitalization happening here. You're feeling better. So maybe you've been in hermit mode for a while because you just haven't felt very well, and now you're feeling better. I feel like you're coming out of a darker time. I feel like you're finally starting to feel like you're getting your wings, You're getting your wings and you want to fly. You're getting some passion. So he says optimistic, enthusiastic, creative energy. You're feeling like you want to create something. You're feeling like you want to get going now. You want to come out of things. So 2 of Autumn here, it says, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs. I feel like now you're finally able to do that. Perhaps before you haven't been able to do that, or you've been doing that and it's been a slog. So you've been kind of holed up in your room or your house, not really going out much. Perhaps you've been working a lot on your projects and now you're finally able to come out. You're ready to put it out there. That's how I feel with this particular group, with the 9 of Summer coming out as the obstacle being removed and these other cards coming out. Gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. I think you feel like you're ready now. I feel like you're ready to put forth into the world what it is that you want to put forth. It's going to be different for everyone, whoever is watching this. It could be anything, but I get the sense that there's something that you've been wanting to put out there, but even if it's just yourself, you haven't been feeling ready to do that, and now you're ready to do it. And this is saying, it's okay if you feel beginner. Like when you're a beginner, you might feel that kind of hesitation and inexperience, of insecurity from your inexperience. But this is saying, no, go out there and just do it. Like, the energy around you is supportive of that because you're feeling a higher energy. You're feeling more comfortable who you are. You're feeling more comfortable being out there. Now, with Six of Autumn as an outcome, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. So I feel like you have been putting a lot of energy and time into a person, place, or thing, something you've been trying to manifest, something you've been trying to make happen. And now you're going to finally see the results of this. Now you're going to finally get back what you've been putting in. That's the outcome. What you put out, you're going to get back in. So if you're only putting in minimal effort, you're only going to get minimal back. So that is another message here too. Make sure that you're putting in your maximum effort, your best foot forward, putting in your best self, because then you're going to get the best back. You're going to get back what you put in. And because these are the Princess, these are pages, and then Two of Autumn, it's beginner vibes. So you're at the start. So know that, not everything you're going to want is going to come right in right away. So it's going to take a little more time, but as time goes on, you're going to start to see this flowing in. What you're putting out is starting to come back in, and you're feeling a lot better about everything. So this is really good news. It's showing that your obstacles are finally being removed because you're ready yourself to put yourself out there. Okay, so I'm going to grab some oracle cards to get a little further message here. All right, so we have stillness with the swan. This is what I've been feeling. Ooh, there's an aurora behind her. So this is being filmed in May, and you may have been like me and you saw the aurora that was worldwide. That was a huge event that just occurred because parts of the world that had never seen an aurora before. I live in the more northern hemisphere, so I've seen them before, but I saw that there were so many people that have never seen them. And so I really feel like those of us that saw that too, that was a real message of things are changing. Things are like, have some hope and optimism because things are changing. And with this stillness card, I feel like you have been still, the hermit on the back that we saw. So you've been in that kind of mode of contemplation and thinking and stillness. And now you're ready to emerge. Okay, so the other card on the top, yeah. Transformation with a butterfly. You're ready. You're ready. So this is like the caterpillar ready to come out of the cocoon. You're ready to show yourself to the world. You're beautiful. And with this, it's like yellow on one side and blue on the other. I really feel like it's your heart and your spirit coming together. Like you're really ready to just show all of yourself and you're not going to hold yourself back. And that's great. When you really put yourself out there and you don't mask or hide certain parts of yourself, but you allow people to see you, that's when you can do real healing. That's when you can really transform your life, because this is what's going to bring to you the gifts that you really want in your heart. If you're not holding back and you're very open, these things will come flowing into you. All right, so let's take a few more oracle cards and see what else we got. Avoid drama, moon madness. This is a time to focus on you. This is a time to stay away from anyone who might be hoping to bring you back into their darker place. The cards are just saying, like, focus on you. Stay in your own lane. Don't worry about what other people are doing. And moon madness, there's been a lot of crazy energies lately, and I've noticed that there's been a lot of conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff. Like people are, they're taking things a little too far. And I think it's important for this group especially is to take a step back and not allow yourself to go into that place. You want to be in a place more of stillness. You want to be in a place more of thoughtfulness, where you are thinking before acting, but you're doing so from a place from your own heart and your own path. They're very much a stay in your lane kind of vibe here, because you are transforming, you are becoming somebody new, you're fresh, you're like you're like these flowers that just bloomed in my garden. You know, you're ready to bloom. And so this is a good time for you to be mindful of the little gremlins that might be around you who might be trying to pull you into their dramas. All right, let's get a couple more oracle cards and get a bit more of a message here. All right, so we have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. North Node in astrology is, we call it your true north. It's where you're meant to go. So I feel that this is where you are now. You're ready to step into the path that you are meant to walk down, the one that you've been not unsure of for some time, your dreams, your goals. It's where you're meant to go. And it's going to take you being brave here. And this is going back to avoid drama as well as your own drama, like not going back into old patterns, not going back into old habits or things that could sabotage your efforts here, because you are about to embark on something new and fresh. And what you put in is what you're going to get back. So if you're putting in the old crap, you know, from before, the past, we can all do that. We can get caught up in the, well, you know, this happened before, you know, it never worked out for me before. The negative thinking, the downer thoughts. And so this will allow you to focus on your own personal transformation so that you are in your own lane and you are stepping out of that comfort zone place and you are thinking ahead and you are thinking, this is the place I want to go. I've got blinders on. I'm not letting anyone else's crap, not even my own, stop me from where I'm going. So this is an important message for you to really pay attention to any of those little thoughts that come up that might be, you know, telling you, the doubting thoughts, because you don't want to be listening to those thoughts. You want to stay in a place of surrendering to your true node, your true path, where you're meant to go. Okay, we're going to grab one more oracle card before we close the reading. Confidence is key, my friend. So if you see this girl, she's a little bit of a bigger girl, but she's got like butterfly around her, very much transformation vibes in the keys. So the key to your success here is in confidence. It doesn't matter what you think about yourself. It doesn't matter what society deems as beautiful or perfect or worthy or any of those things. It only matters what's in your own head. And again, this goes back to avoid the drama right now and this transformation and stillness. The best thing you can do is stay in that place of feeling at one with your journey here and not letting anything, not even your own insecurities, hold you back right now. Because you have to believe that it doesn't matter what you look like, what you sound like, how old you are, how young you are. None of these things should matter to you right now. Feel confident in who you are as you are. Show up as you are and feel confident, because that is going to take you far. What you put into this is what you're going to get out. So if you want your dreams to come here, this 9 of Summer, 9 of Cups, it's going to take you stepping out of that comfort zone, having some real confidence and knowing that what you put in is what you're going to get out. So go in with a real gung-ho, I can do it attitude. Like, have a positive attitude. Really think about where you want to go and don't let anything get in your way, not even yourself. All right, thank you so much for joining me, Group 1. I hope this reading found you well. Do leave a comment if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you. Share this video with others if you think this would help them. And subscribe, because I'd love to have you back. Okay, bye now. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, we're going to do what obstacle is going to be removed from your path so you can move forward freely. Okay, so I'm going to quickly deal out your cards, and then we're going to get into it. First card we have here, Seven of Cups. Next we have Ace of Swords, but it came out in reverse, so I'm going to leave that. Nine of Cups in reverse, that's interesting. Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles as your outcome. All right, Group 2. So with Seven of Cups as the obstacle that's going to be removed from your path, and with these cards here showing me that there has been a little bit of confusion for you. You feel stuck. That's how the vibe that I'm getting here is that you've been feeling kind of stuck, and it's made you feel all sorts of ways. Perhaps you feel really emotionally sensitive. Maybe you've been crying a lot, feeling very emotional, maybe angry, your temper has been quick. There's a bit of a petulant child vibe here. Don't take that the wrong way. Every single one of us can feel like that sometimes. And it's natural when you're feeling really confused and lost and you just don't know how to move forward. And what I feel here with the Seven of Cups is that this is the obstacle that's going to be removed. You're going to get some clarity. You're going to start to see exactly what it is that you need to do. Because we have her kind of reaching and pointing to this one star. It's like you're going to be like, that is what I'm going to do. And you're going to make a decision. So this decision that you make is going to get you out of this mode of just feeling your emotions are taking over your decision making. So I feel like you are going to stop allowing your emotions to affect your decision making. You're going to have more clear thought. With the Page of Pentacles here, Dragonfly is on there. So the Dragonfly is a definite message, a spiritual message of moving forward and brave. I always see dragonflies as kind of good luck. They kind of look like little helicopters. It's like maneuvering situations. So I feel like you're maneuvering situations with ease, and you're watering this new project that you have here going on. So you're going to have a new project. You're going to think about it, and it's all hands on deck. And with the Three of Pentacles that I saw on the back of when I was looking at your reading, that's telling me that working with other people is going to be beneficial for you right now. Team effort. It's like a team effort vibe. And if you've been stuck, it could be that you just need to reach out and collaborate with somebody. This message is definitely for any of you who are content creators, or you have some kind of a project, a business thing, right? Anything like or even a school project or anything that you're doing, you really need to reach out and connect with some others who have similar skills and talents, who are also in your industry, who can collaborate with you and do a project. That can really help to kind of release some of these pent up emotional junk that can get stuck in us, and we're so stuck for so long, and we feel a little bit of victimhood vibes. I don't get overly victimhood vibes here. I just get more like you're just frustrated. You're frustrated and you're over it. And I see that now you're going to have real clarity in moving forward. And the way you're really going to move forward is through a collaboration. So if somebody is reaching out to you for collaboration, I recommend that you take a good look at it, and that it would be pretty beneficial to you, and it's going to help you get out of this funk that you've been in. I feel like you're in a little bit of a funk. Like, it's hard for you to move forward. It's hard for you to feel clear about things. It could be that there's a lot of choices that you can make right now. Maybe you're coming out of a difficult time in your life, and so there's a lot of options in front of you, and you're just not really sure which direction to go in. And there might be kind of shiny object syndrome going on here a little bit too. And so this is saying you're going to get clear now about where you need to move forward and really take your emotions out of it so that you can think more clearly. And that way you'll have a really good plan. The Page of Pentacles is when you're starting a new project and you really got a plan. And so I see that things are going to clear up for you. So that's good news. If you've been feeling really stuck and stagnant and like an very emotional about it, that is going to kind of like like a wind coming in and blowing the clouds away so that you see the sun comes out and you can finally see. All right, I'm going to get some oracle cards now too to get a little bit more of a clear message. Fulfillment. Oh. The peach. This one's definitely another 2-card one, like the first pile. My intention was just 1 for each, but I don't know. This deck seems to want to have 2, so let's do 2. Focus. Okay. That's what I feel, especially with this coming under or over the Ace of Swords in reverse. Your focus, you're going to start to feel a lot more clear about where you're moving forward now. And the sense of fulfillment is going to come for you when you finally decide, when you finally have that, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I've chosen. This is where I'm moving forward. And you have that clear moment. And I feel that clear moment, that moment is coming when you really focus on where you need to go. And you don't let, like, there's a storm, he's in the snow, and something can be difficult to see, in the snow. I think for the whole winter, because I'm doing this in spring, this reading, it doesn't matter, this is a timeless reading, but, we've come out of the winter, and maybe you're finally now feeling more like you're ready, and the clouds are clearing, and you can see where you need to go ahead. And that's a really strong message that I'm getting here. Things are clearing out for you, and you're going to see where to go. And the most important thing to do is to focus on your fulfillment. What makes you happy? What will make you feel fulfilled? Rather than chasing the shiny objects, think, will this make me happy? Like, will this be something that I will enjoy doing all the time? That's important for you. You have to decide too, what is the most important thing for you in life moving forward? What will bring you that sense of fulfillment, and truly focus on that. All right, let's get a few more oracle cards. Moonstruck, take a breath. Yeah, you've been very much caught up in your emotions, and it's making your brain a little cloudy. And this is take a breath, like she's dancing. So I feel with that card is really talking about taking some time out for just you. And meditation would be good, or she's dancing. So maybe that's dancing, whatever it is, whatever you do to clear your head, that's what it's mentioning here. And it's to get out of your emotions. And sometimes, like, when we get stuck in our emotions, the best way that we can get out of them is kind of shake our bodies. So, doing some kind of a dance or anything that can get you shaken up, like kind of move the emotions through your body. Anything where it's stuck, you can get it shaken up. That would really help to move things forward for you right now. All right, let's take another look at another card, an oracle card for you. Aha! Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So yes, I very much sense that. You're very close to having that aha moment where you're going to be very clear about what you need to do to move forward. And part of that getting clear is getting out of your emotional body and into your consciousness. So removing yourself emotionally, kind of removing yourself from the situation. And this is where you're going to find these conclusions. So it was eclipse season. Perhaps you had a bit of an aha moment. Now it's like time to work on it. Or it could be an eclipse or a big moon event or something. There's been a lot of cosmic things going on with that huge aurora that went all around the world. There's a lot of the universe is kind of talking to us a little bit here. So maybe it's something like that is going to trigger a aha moment for you. All right, let's take one more oracle card. Write your own story. Okay, what I kind of get from this, actually, journaling is going to be very important for you. Or writing, just writing in general. Just getting your thoughts out of your head, that can be a way to get out of your emotions too. Write it down and read back what you've written, and this will give you that aha moment. You got to see where you've been stuck. You can see where your indecision's coming in, where your emotions are kind of playing in on your indecision here as well. And I feel like you just need to get some stuff out. And part of that could be writing. And that writing might actually turn into your aha moment as well. But another message here too with write your own story is that you need to be focused on what it is that you really feel it matters to you. Like, what is really important to you? What brings you joy? What are you passionate about? What could you talk about endlessly and never give up? Like, you could always talk about it. That's kind of where I feel the direction that you need to go. There's very much a don't get into shiny object syndrome here, where we can get like that when we're feeling a little bit desperate, especially if we've had money problems or anything like that. We can start to feel like, what am I going to do? And you kind of just like, okay, well, maybe I do this or that or this or that. And instead, it's important for you to step out of that emotional space and get clear on what it is that would make you happy. Where would you feel that you could move forward and doing something that will bring you joy, something that you could talk about endlessly. And writing it down might help you bring out that clarification that you need. All right. Thank you for joining me, Group 2. Do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And do subscribe to this channel. I'd love to have you back. And thank you so much for joining me. Share this video with others if you feel like they would like it too. And I hope to see you again. Bye now. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, we're going to look at an obstacle that is going to be removed from your path. And I am going to now shuffle out the cards and then jump right into your reading. So, for the first card, we have 6 of Cups. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Wands. And on the back we have the Empress. Okay, what I get here with the 6 of Cups this is the obstacle that's about to be removed. I feel like you've been really trapped in the past a little here, whereas you kind of feel nostalgic. You've been looking back to the way things were, and perhaps you're feeling like you wish things were like that now. So there's this feeling of nostalgia. And she's like, and I don't think it's necessarily bad things. It's just, I kind of feel like, look at this one cup is way off in the distance and she's kind of pointing there. I think there's something you feel that has always been out of reach. And what I get here is with these cards, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. There's a cycle that has to play out here. And you've been juggling a lot of stuff in your life. I get the sense of being split in a lot of different directions, having to go in a lot of different directions. And maybe you prefer the simplicity of the way things used to be. And maybe you're feeling nostalgic for the simpler times. With the Wheel of Fortune, there's like a little bit of a karmic cycle here that's playing out. So what I really get here is that you're definitely about to get that cup that's been off in the distance. I feel like you've been thinking about something. I think that it's something that you left behind. And with the Empress on the back, something that is there that maybe you didn't take. And you're kind of regretting not taking a certain path in your life. And now you're wondering, because it's so far away, like, can I really get there? And I see that you've been having to do a lot of juggling around in your life, and you've been, pulled in a lot of different directions, and you're very busy. I feel a very busyness here. And what really is happening is there's like this invitation to allow the fates to play out as they are, and know that not everything that certain things weren't meant to be, or you didn't take it for a reason, and to let those things go, and that you deserve to have and feel and be, a goddess. So I think you do feel like you're a goddess, actually, but you want to embody that a little bit more. And so what I really get here is a busy mom or a busy parent. I get the mom vibe, like the stay-at-home mom or the working mom who had to give up on her dreams because now she's, busy. She's working. She's got kids and you've got your job and you've got your household. You don't have time. You're all over the place and you don't have time to really do that thing that you really wanted to do, like something that you left out because you took this other direction. And just know that that was fate. That's how you were meant to go. Not everything in our life is meant to play out the way that we hoped it would, because there's other paths, right? And just know that there's another path. So with 7 of Wands here, you can see there's a path. And the other thing I noticed too, this card and this card both have an eclipse. Eclipses are powerful energies. So it's a powerful time where we have a big, things in our lives can seem really amplified. And so I feel like you're going to be walking down a different paths very soon and leaving the past behind and getting past that place. And I feel like you're going to find a little bit more ease and balance in all of your duties. So if the mother thing doesn't resonate with you, it's just that you've been very busy and you've been having to take on a lot of things. And soon, you're going to feel like you have it under control and you're going to be able to go forward to this destiny. There's like a destiny here. There's like a fated thing that in your soul you are meant to have. And I really get the strong sense that you feel like it's like haunting you a little. It's like a haunting thing. And this is going to be moving away because you're going to start to find a new path that's going to give you that same sense that this thing that you didn't take or didn't work out or you weren't able to get to, you're going to get to it in a different way. But it's not going to come super easily because it's 7 of Wands is where you kind of have to battle obstacles. People are kind of, battling you a little bit. So it's going to take some effort, but you will definitely get there. Let's take some oracle cards to get more of a message here. Okay, so for every other group, 2 wanted to come out, and for you, 4. I'm going to take them. Okay, so the first card we have, Voyage. That's kind of, look, it's the mom and her baby. I sense a lot of parents in watching this, moms. And so, you feel like perhaps you had to give up something or one of your dreams to become a parent. And that's true for all of us. You can't, this whole idea of, you can do it all. You can't. You really can't. Not if you want to be there for your kids when they're young, especially. They really need a lot of your attention. So unless you have a lot of resources, it's very difficult to do that. And this is saying that you're about to embark on a new journey. Something is going to ease on your path so you can get to a new journey. And this journey is more fated for you. Okay, so you need to trust in that. Let's see what else we got here. Openness. Yeah, it's in the stars. Be open to something that you didn't even consider. Okay, so I know you're thinking about this thing you used to have, and you kind of maybe this dream that you used to have. You used to be a certain way, and now you're not that way anymore. You need to be open to a new way now. There's a new way that's opening up to you, and you need to open your mind to this new way. Okay, enlightenment. This also gives the Aurora vibes. I mean, having that in the first pile too, where, I'm filming this in the month of May when we had that big aurora that went all over the world. And so many people saw it, even places that you never saw it before. And I feel like there's something awakening in you that has been dormant for a long time. Something new, actually, something you haven't even thought of. And this whole message here is to be open to something that you didn't even consider. Okay. Protection, and know that you're safe. That, even though, especially as a parent, we can feel worried about our kids and like, well, what if I do this? And, it might not be right for them. Just trust in the process here. Know that you're protected. Know that you're safe. Okay? Because, we're all going to face challenges. There's a lot of challenges being a parent, and it's just challenging being a parent, period. But life has a way of throwing new things at us. I'm like, oh my God. But this reading is telling me that all of these challenges and all of these things are leading you towards something really grand. So trust in that. Okay, so I'm going to get the other oracle cards and see what else wants to come through. Face your fears, cold moon. That is what I've been feeling in this reading. Like there's something that you haven't considered. Maybe you're afraid of it, especially, if you're in a place where you have to consider other people, like being a parent. And with it coming with protection, you could be going through a lot in your life too. It could be that you're feeling vulnerable right now. Maybe you don't have the resources that you need right now, but know that they're coming. Know that you are protected. Things are going to work out. It's okay. Just face those fears and trust that things will work out in your favor. There's a real sense of trust that needs to happen with you. And this is where this enlightenment is going to come. All right, let's take another oracle card. Bring love into the situation. Now, before I started this reading, okay, so first of all, this entire reading I have seen, the numbers on every time I look, we have 1212, we have 707, we have very much this is telling me that you're in alignment with something. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. It's something that you're not expecting. It's something that might be a little out of your comfort zone, and it might be something that you fear a little bit because you're not, like, for example, and I kind of got this vibe here, I think for some of you might be offered to move to a whole new country, like way outside. Like, for example, let's say you've been living in, the US all of your life. You've been living in your little town in the US all of your life. And all of a sudden you have this opportunity now to move to Fiji. Okay. Fiji's great. I've never been there, but it looks beautiful. So I'm just going to put that out. Like, maybe it's Fiji. And that can be scary. I'd be like, oh my God, do I really want to move my family all the way to Fiji? I want to have family there. I want to have support there. I won't know the people there. It's an island out in the middle of nowhere. And a lot of fears are going to come up around that. And this is like, if something is coming into your life like that, trust that intuition inside of you, not the fears. You want to really go with what you feel is the right thing to do. And take a chance and know that you're safe. Okay, I'm going to take one more card. Growing old gracefully. Oh, interesting. Okay. That goes back to the Six of Cups vibes, where you feel like you've left something in the past and you feel too old for it now. It's gone. You know, a lot of you might be watching this might be kind of more my age, more middle-aged, and getting into your more golden years. Maybe your kids are moving on. Maybe you're now finally hitting that stage of life where you're freed up to do certain things. And this is like, open your mind. You just have no idea what could be possible here. Like, let the past go and let all the stuff from before go. You're evolving, you're changing. And even if you're young and watching this, it doesn't matter. There's something from your past that you are clinging to that's time to let it go, because something else is coming. Now, it's not going to come easily, I get from these cards. It's going to take some juggling, and there's some fated events that are going to happen, but know that all of this is working in your favor. There's something new that really wants to come in. There's a voyager going on, a big change. Don't fear it. This is you. This is the obstacle being removed from your path. And sometimes when obstacles get removed from our past, now there's no tower cards here, so it's not going to be like that, okay? It's going to be more like something you've just never, it's like, oh, you know, I've never experienced this before. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's going to be more like that. And this is saying just trust this, okay? This is where you need to go. Trust it. Or maybe you have an urge inside of yourself. Like, well, let's go back to that, you know, your kids have moved out and you're kind of getting more into your older years, and you're thinking like, I've always wanted to go backpacking across Europe. Maybe that is something that you wanted to do when you were younger. And maybe that's something you should do now. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to do the things you've always wanted to do. You're never too old, okay? You're never too old. But this is also like, let go of the past. Don't think that just because things didn't happen in the past, they're not going to happen in now. Or that something from the past that you're still clinging to, maybe it's something else. It's something that you just never even thought of. Something new wants to come in. And in order for the new thing to come in, you're going to have to really kind of fight through some obstacles and let go of anything in the past that might be holding you back. Let it go, okay? Whatever that thing is in your past that you're holding on to, wish you had, let it go, okay? And be open to something new. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I just saw 1616, so yeah, it's very much in alignment. So yeah, leave a comment if this resonates with you. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining me. Do subscribe to my channel. Love to have you back. And I hope this reading finds you well. Good luck to you, okay? Bye now.